Hello friends, I'm Paul. Welcome to my hobby channel. In today's video, I'm going to unbox Mare Nostrum's Empire and also the expansion, the Atlas expansion, plus the one of the hero expansions, and this is the Bible expansion. Mare Nostrum Empires is by Academy Games. I have another Academy Games game, and it is 878 Vikings, which I'm hoping that the production value of this game is as good as that. That's a really good quality game. Okay, well, let's spin this bad boy over. So on the back of the box, we can see the map of the Mediterranean, uh, Italy and Greece. So it's listing 14 plus, 3 to 5 players, and approximately 90 minutes. So this game was produced in 2016. It is a little bit hard to find now because it has been out of print for many years. And I could only find the Atlas expansion and the Heroes of the Bible expansion. I couldn't find the other ones. Okay, but the Atlas one is the main one that expands the board. So just reading the description here. The ancient Romans called the Mediterranean Sea Mare Nostrum, which is Latin for our sea. So this is an empire building game in which 3 to 5 players lead individual empires to dominate the ancient world. You grow the fame and glory of your empire by expanding your influence into new provinces, then extending your trade caravans, building markets, and founding new cities and temples. You may also recruit heroes and create wonders to achieve your empire's cause. But beware of your friends, for they may look upon your gains with envy and greed, and thwart your progress towards dominance of Mare Nostrum. You determine your empire's destiny. After 10 years of being in shrink wrap, it's finally going to be opened. So at the top of the box, we've got the, I think it would be the rules book. Yeah, appears to be the rules. 11 pages, so not terribly complex game. So it's got all the heroes here, listing out their powers and abilities. Should start at the front, shouldn't we? Okay, so typical set of rules. Shows you the map board, the layout for three or four players or a 3-player game, and the 5-player game here. Goes over the round overview, your game components. Looks like it's listing out different types of cities, your gameplay, collecting resources phase, trade resources phase, the build phase, move and battle phase. So a couple of pages there. Playing leadership phase. That's phase number 5. 6 victory conditions. 7 heroes and wonders. And looks like an index, and it lists out the wonders at the back here. Okay, so it looks like a description of the history and mythology. So it's just listing out a few of the heroes and just a brief description on who they were. Yep. And the same with the wonders. So we've got some token boards here, and so I guess that these are the trade tokens, markets. I'm assuming these are your different colors of your factions, I'm guessing. Oops. More tokens. Maybe money, I'm not sure. These look like resources. The different heroes and wonders in the base game. And we've got the map board here. So it's a good sized board. Everything's nice and clear on it. It's always a bonus. So I know in the expansion there's an additional board, so I'll put them together when I open up that expansion. Looks like we've got different player boards for the different factions. It looks like the different phases. Yeah, so the different phases up here, the hero's description, and the victory conditions here on the side. So it looks like there's one for each player. So I think this is for point scoring. And these are little screens that you make up for each player. I'm guessing that this one is, yeah, the points. So the three different ways of scoring points there. And so left in the box now are the tokens for each faction, and the dice with the Roman numerals. Very good. So this looks like a good insert. This appears to have plenty of compartments for the tokens, so that's always a bonus. Okay, then we'll open up the expansion and see what's inside of there. So this is the Atlas expansion. Just turning it over on the back. So this is a 2 to 6. So it does open the scope a bit more on the base game, and it's still saying 90 minutes. But we'll see. I'm assuming with one extra player that it could be a longer game. So it looks like it's got more wonders and more heroes, and obviously an additional faction since there's an extra player. Okay, so we lift the lid. Got a pack of cards here sitting on the top. I didn't see that in the base box, so that's interesting. I wonder if it's an addition to this. So we've got the Atlas expansion rulebook. Just have a quick flick through to see if it's any different. Okay, so it says 2-player expansion, the Punic War, and then lists the 6-player expansion here. So it looks a lot shorter than the main rulebook, which is what you would expect, and it just lists some of the different expansions inside the book. Looks like the heroes and the wonders there, and an alternative game setups. So that's interesting. Okay, so we've got the sixth faction, and I believe there's a barbarian faction in here as well, which I'm not sure if it is a playable character, a playable nation, or if the game controls that. Anyway, I'll have to have a look at the rules. So we've got another little screen, another summary board of the different phases. We've got here, I'm not sure exactly what that is. Oh, that's right. I think it's when you buy the heroes are worth more points depending on where they're located, I think. We've got the map board here. So it adds onto the Mediterranean with Spain, North Africa, and Atlantis over here on the side. Okay, so I'll put the two boards together at the end. So it looks like the rest here is just the tokens. So we've got two token sheets, one with the 6-player tokens, some more resources. Not exactly sure what these boxes are here, and of course more heroes, and looks like one more wonder there. Yep. This is the main map and the expansion map. It's a good size, so it's 35 inches long. So you add an extra couple of inches for the scoring boards off to the side. So it does take up a little bit of room. I'm guessing you would have to have a good sized table to get 6 people around it. But overall, a very good map. The boards are good quality mounted boards. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. I may end up giving them a protective coating, just spray a bit of protection over the top of them. I don't know how much it'll wear, but overall a good quality board, very clear. The deck of cards that's in the expansion, they're called Divine Bonus cards. So they've got a few different gods in them, and it looks like some different events. They look like the wonders, and there's some different events. So yeah, I'm not really quite sure about that, but anyway, so that deck of cards appears in the expansion. And last of all, we have the Heroes of the Bible expansion with 5 additional heroes, including Jesus. This is all the boards laid out. So we've got the main map board here, the expansion atlas board here. This is your hero board where you purchase the different heroes. These are your different victory conditions. And on this side here we have the points board. So the 3 different resources against, or opportunities to score points. So that's here as well. This is the main games box with the insert, and I've got the Atlas expansion and the Heroes of the Bible expansion in this box as well, and they all fit fine. So you've got the 6 different factions along here, as well as I think it's a barbarian faction. I haven't read the rules, so I'm not quite sure. We've got all the different resources here and along here. The different heroes and wonders are along here. The dice, the markets, caravans, the temples and cities, the money, and the square cards, plus heroes of the Bible and the divine events cards. So on top of that, we'll add the player aids and the player boards. Should note that this is just thin cardboard, so it's nothing special. Still pretty good quality, I think. And then on top of that, we'll throw in the heroes board and the points board on the side here. The different screens for the factions down one side, the 2 rule books, and a little history sheet just put on the top. And then on top of that, we'll put the main game board and the Atlas board. So it just sits a little tiny bit proud of the bottom box, but we can still put the lid on quite easily. So that makes a bit more room on the gaming shelf for another game. We can get rid of the expansion box. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. It's all good quality components, apart from the player cards. They're just a little bit thin, but for me, I'm quite pleased with this purchase. I'd never mentioned, but I quite enjoy the artwork. It's sort of a little bit cartoony, which I quite like, and I hope to get this to the table soon. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. If you've played this game, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Oh well, until next time, happy gaming.